Hey guys, so this is my first year doing art fight, and I wanted to show some of the attacks and stuff that I'm going to be doing. So here's my, I guess, first part. This character's name is Priya, made by Rusted Dust. The character's backstory is that she used to be a cat, which I love it so much. So her. And honestly, let's just get started with the speed paint. I believe that's what it's called, speed paint. Or speed draw. I don't know. It's on like 3 times speed and it's like 18 minutes. So you guys are here. What I do when I start any drawing is get a pencil like brush, and then I just sketch it all out because the pencil like brush kind of, for me, reminds me that it can be imperfect and it doesn't really matter all that much, but it's still a good, for me, it's just the sketch layer, and it does help me out a lot because I don't know how other people do it, but they probably do it the same way. So I grabbed the reference image from the original creator on artfight, which I will be linking because I want them to get some love and support, and if any artists watch this, then you can go over and just do some art fight shit with them. Art fight lasts, I think, about the entire month, and I think it's so cool. And I only heard of this because I was talking to my sister once, and she's like, yo, do you know what art fight is? Now I'm participating. What I do for my sketch layers is I kind of just build them up. Like, it's not just all on its own. I like keep it kind of separated so that if I keep something on one layer, I don't mess it up as much. I don't know, because on digital everything can be just smushed down together and not really have to worry about it, like erasing something. And I like that about digital. What I don't like is like, what don't I like about digital? I don't know. For me, I'm like a big traditional drawer. I love drawing traditionally, but then for me, it's like traditional is cool, but I can't get the coloring that I like from traditional. And then that's where digital comes in, where I like the coloring part of it. And honestly, it's just cool. I'm starting with the hairline and everything. Super like into it. I was like locked in for a minute because I was trying to figure out what can I do for her hair, and then I eventually figured it out. I think honestly that I did her hair pretty good, and I'm actually so proud of it on the sketch layer. I was like so in love with it, but after the sketch layer it kind of fell out of my glorious graces. I didn't like it as much, but honestly I did like the hair, and I was just using the reference image that I had. But don't worry guys, everything turned out great. I will definitely try not to spoil for the thumbnail. Gotta get that thumbnail material. So I'm just drawing the character. I don't really have a lot to talk about. Honestly, art fight. I love art. I've been interested in drawing for a long time, so doing this was kind of a no-brainer when I first heard of it, and I didn't hear of it until like a week or two ago. Signed up. I'm in love with it. I love it. This is I'm recording this the same day I drew all of these people. I drew 4 characters, 4 different parts. Each is going to be their own video. Some of them will be this is like the first part. Some of them won't be posted until after like Monday or Tuesday because I am going on a 3-day trip. Literally tomorrow. For me, it's tomorrow. I'm going on Friday, my Friday. I don't know what time you guys are watching this, but I'm not going to leak dates. But I'm going on a Friday, and art fight started, I think, like the 1st of June at 2. I remember that was our lovely little stream where we drew our characters and where I drew me. In art fight, I'll link my own, so if you guys want to fight me, you can. The whole reason I started attacking people was because I wanted somebody to fight me. All of the people have not fought me back yet, but I will keep you guys updated if anybody decides they want to fight me. Line art, I love line art because it really shows me patience, because I have to reline basically everything I did, and like sometimes I make mistakes and I hate it and I don't notice it till later. But the line art for me is kind of just like where I have to kind of be more perfect about the lines, because that's the final line look. If I were to change some things about this drawing, even though we're just like watching it normally, what I would change about it is what I didn't do for any of these characters was make the outer lines like thicker, and then change the color of the line art for like the parts of the skin and like parts of the hair. But honestly, other than that, I think I did pretty good on most of them. So what I don't do, and you guys are gonna notice for a little while, is in every single art that I've done, I don't draw the pupils in as like a circle or anything. I make them their own individual like lineless color, because I'm just fucking weird. I'm just fucking weird, okay? So yeah, these people were picked completely at random. Also, you'll notice something that I noticed is while making this, I put a signature on, and I didn't use it for any other one, which I forgot. For the skin, I completely just took it from the picture that I was given, because I didn't want to whitewash or darken or change anything. And you'll see me later on like one of these other like parts, episodes, whatever. I'm gonna call them episodes more than I will parts. On like one of these later episodes, you're gonna see that I actually struggled so hard with the skin tone that literally mid doing something else, I changed it, and then I went back to doing my thing. This I kind of messed up on. I realized I did it on a different layer and I hated it. What I really was having a problem with was like the brushes and shit. And then that's where I realized that I drew what I wanted to be the line art on the same layer. I had to redo it, and that made me actually so angry. Everything here is so much faster. This like took, I'm actually gonna look, this took me about like 54 minutes to do, which honestly, depending on if you like it or not, didn't take a lot of time. We're now shading. What I do is I draw a base color, I shade, and then I keep going. Some people do the entire color and then shade it, but I like to take it as like sections and like take it individually. What I do for the shading is I'll go up, because like when you're going up it's like darker, and then like on like the outer circle where you get to like change what color it is, I go slightly down, so it's darker and slightly a different color, which honestly I like. It's something I think one of my sisters showed me, and I just kept doing it. I don't know if it's the right way to shade, but it's the way I shade, and you know, you can't tell me how to art. So basically what I do is I get a bunch of stuff, I blur it out. You guys probably don't see the pop-up for it, but everything is blurred out with a filter. Super cool. And I just decrease opacity, increase opacity, just kind of get a feel for the colors. And now we're on to the most tedious part, I think, because I don't like coloring in the lines sometimes, and what I do is I just color outside. I get the line art done and then I erase. It's kind of if we're like speedrunning, it's time consuming, but honestly, if for doing this in 54 minutes, it really was not that bad. I do it a lot just because like I find it better and easier to do it that way. I try to be careful when I erase, but sometimes I just miss certain parts, and it does piss me off a little bit. Like right there, I like point and then just re-erase just to like make it a little bit better. So our next layer is hair. And honestly, I was gonna try to do it inside the lines and kind of neatly, but then I just said I give up. Yeah, there, I was just like, yeah. If it gets outside the lines, it gets outside the lines. This was honestly kind of cleaner. For my hair, I feel like it's a little too detailed compared to everything else, but I like doing it because it gives like a cleaner look to things. Gives like a nice look around things. You know, what I do is I start with a lighter color in the center, white stripe in the middle, and then like outline it with dark color so it just has like that nice gradient effect. That's like the 3 color. And I use this tool, I don't know, like a smudge tool, and it kind of looks like a strand of hair. And like, I did get lazy and I did kind of just try to manipulate it and make it look like copy and paste, basically, is what I did. Yeah, I did a lot of copy and pasting, and I will not be ashamed of that, because doing this over and over for each individual strand gets kind of complex in a certain way, and I just didn't feel like doing all that, and I'll just erase whatever doesn't look right and just modify whatever I need to, and completely mellows out, you know. So about while we're doing the hair, because this is just gonna be the same copying, pasting, and doing the same things for a little bit. The reason I haven't been streaming as much is it's summer. I kind of want the break, you know. I want to enjoy the break while I have it. Definitely. Main reason. My second biggest reason is because during the summer I do kind of get in my own head, and like mental is completely horrible. I'll be honest, my mental is so bad during the summer. It's been like that for years on end. Nothing I can really do about it, and I just don't want to stream when I feel kind of bad. These art fight videos and like this stuff is probably gonna be like the more it's gonna be the most content I've made in a while since like summer started. And I don't mean to like bum anybody out by that fact or anything. It's just like how I've been living. Defo. So I'm sorry about not streaming as much. I know there isn't really a pressure to stream because I live on my own schedule. I'm the streamer. I get to control when I stream. But I just feel like you guys missed me. I know if my favorite streamer just like during the summer went ghost, they'd be upset, you know? I'd be upset. So I feel like I have to keep apologizing for the fact that I'm not streaming as much, which I know definitely is not the case, because, you know, most of my fans support me. There's a little percent of people that I don't know if they do or don't. They're just there for the fun of it, and that's completely okay. Definitely just chilling and vibing with you guys. I enjoy streaming. It is definitely something I will consider doing for a long time. Viewers or not, fame or not, I just feel like it's a fun thing to do. And the YouTubes definitely will be neglected for the rest of my time streaming. I am my own person, and I do think that I have to learn how to do things on my own, and I will not be using streaming as a crutch for any emotional setbacks in my life. I love all of you guys, but you guys kind of are not that worth like having emotional issues. So I'll show you the eye thing right now, because that's like the major part that's playing right now. The only problem is I fucked up the hair and like the lining and stuff, which I don't really care, it can all be fixed. Eye whites, I white it, and then I picked colors specifically from the picture because I love the color and I probably couldn't recreate it. And then I just made a pupil. Bam. pupilized. Just filled it in, and then that's basically how I do pupils. You're about to see the crazy way that I kind of make my pupils look more interesting. What I do is I grab a section tool, just make it scratchy all around, scratch each eyeball, get a lighter color, get a darker color, and then it looks like kind of like crystals to me, which is the intended purpose of that effect, but I kind of use it for eyes because it's like the eyes are like crystals. And it had like a yellow underline, as you guys can see, so I kind of just put the yellow and overlaid it. These are probably a lot of art terms that I feel like not a lot of my audience knows, because most of my audience is just Valorant players. But if you guys do know, that's actually amazing. Honestly, the editing process of this isn't gonna take too long, I'm thinking about it. So you guys might get 1 or 2 episodes, you know. If I finish it all, you guys might get a couple snacks while I'm gone. My hiatus, my vacation. This is just the first episode. I'm gonna be calling it episodes, you know. Fight. We're gonna come up with the name for the series mid-episode 1. I'm thinking. Fight. Art Attacks episode 1. I think it's good enough. I think that's like fair enough. I don't know the name for it. I'm trying to think. Shading the clothes is literally so weird. I literally don't know how to do it. Like fabric, don't know how to do it, so I kind of make it, you know, passable. For this, I didn't know how I was going to shade it in a way that it didn't look weird, so I just grabbed black. I know you're not supposed to use black, but that was the only way I felt like. I felt like that was the only way that it was going to look right. I don't know. You guys are going to get some lo-fi beats in the background. You guys are so special. All of you. Every single one of my viewers are special to me. And the last thing left to do is just slap on a background. Here's my character. Not my character, but my drawing. There's the thing. The signature that I put on only one of the dudes. This has been a great episode, guys. You know, this is Priya, the cat. I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys on episode 2. Definitely don't have a stroke waiting for me. I'd actually die. No more YouTube outros. I'll just see you when I see you.